Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Strider with another pregame stats analysis brought to you by LSI, the LoL Summoner information. So starting right off on the red team, we have Morgana, Vladimir, Renekton, Caitlyn, and Nunu versus the blue team, Rammus, Fizz, Ezreal, Twisted Fate, and Taric. So starting at the top lane, we have Renekton versus the Fizz. Renekton mains top, but so does Fizz. So it should be a relatively interesting matchup because they're both very, very experienced top laners. But then again, Renekton has only been played by this person about 35 times with a 60% win ratio. And Fizz has been played by this person about 35 times with a 41% win ratio. So I'm going to go ahead and give the top lane to the red team. As far as mid lane is concerned, we have a Vladimir versus a TF. So Vladimir mains caster, which is definitely highly needed when it comes to high ELO, if you can get a really good solid caster. But he's played Vladimir only 26 times with a 53% win ratio, where Twisted Fate mains top, but he's played Twisted Fate almost 85 times with a 72% win ratio. I think I'm going to go ahead and give the mid lane to the blue team just because of the experience that Twisted Fate has over the Vladimir. Twisted Fate is also... again, he mains top, and Vladimir usually goes top, so he probably knows how to play against Vladimir pretty well as on top of that. Going in the jungle, we have Rammus versus Nunu. Nunu's main is jungle, and Rammus's main is top lane. So it should be pretty interesting, but Nunu's been played by this person 14 times with a 50% win ratio, where Rammus has been played by this person 13 times with the 84.62% win ratio, which is huge. So I'm going to go ahead and give the jungle to the blue team. I think it's pretty safe to say that that's going to be solid. But looking at the bottom lane, we have Caitlyn versus the Ezreal. And this should be interesting because Caitlyn farms and has some pretty nice poke of her own, as well as Ezreal. But Ezreal has a gap closer and a getaway maneuver, or a getaway maneuver, I guess you could say. But Caitlyn does as well. She has initiation. She's going to have to use that 40 caliber net. It's not going to do any damage if she's trying to jump in on somebody, but she'll be able to slow them down and run away pretty easily. Caitlyn mains jungle while Ezreal mains caster, so neither one have the real experience boost over the other. Caitlyn has been played by this person 85 times with a 64% win ratio, while Ezreal has been played by this person about 60 times with a 65% win ratio. So it's about the same as far as their experience with these particular champions. Let's take a look at the support. It's going to be Nunu and Taric. Nunu's been played by this person 14 times against Taric. Or sorry, not Nunu. It's going to be Morgana as the support. Morgana's played her 8 times with a 50% win ratio, which is still really, really low. Against the Taric, who mains 80 carry, but has played Taric 80 times with a 67% win ratio. I'm probably going to give the bottom lane the advantage in this particular matchup as well, just because Ezreal is extremely powerful, especially when you combine it with the stun from Taric. And giving him the defense from the passive defense from the Shatter is going to be incredibly powerful too. If you add up all the wins and losses between these particular champions and the players and the champions that they're playing, you're going to see the red team with 100 wins and 67 losses at a 59.88% win ratio against the blue team, who has 179 wins and 92 losses with a 66% win ratio. I'm going to go ahead and side with the numbers on this one and vote that the blue team will win. So let's go ahead and jump in the game and see what happens. Hey everybody, welcome back to part 2 of today's daily. So I'm really excited for this game. I haven't seen a Fizz in a really long time. Fizz is one of my... He's so fun to play. I'm really bad with him, but he's really fun to play. He's one of those champions. You just really... I don't know. It's one of those things where there's a lot of champions in this game where I'm like, wow, that champion is so fun to play, but you just get so frustrated with playing that champion because it doesn't click in your head mentally on how to play that champion properly. And that's basically what Fizz is for me. And I don't know if anybody else has champions like that, but Jax was like that when I first started. I could not play Jax at all. It was horrific. And that was when Jax was like ridiculously OP. Way back, like on release, like around beta times. Oh man, he was ridiculous. It was absolutely insane. But anyway, I digress. it's always fun to see interesting picks, and you know, obviously different champions really just they kind of make the game interesting. You get to see what people are kind of practicing or trying out anyway as far as solo queue goes, because anything can happen. The finals are coming up soon, and a lot of these high elo players, they get tips and they get advice or they get ideas from other high elo players that they just solo queue with on a daily basis. So there's a lot of things. There's always possibility of something that can happen. Like you talk to Dyrus, you talk to basically anybody that's played Kennen, or you know, they always get their foundation of their ability from like a solo queuer that plays just that champion. And it's awesome how like the pro players are taking advice from just like the casual high elo players or people that just aren't on a team yet, getting, you know, just really crazy ideas. And I really like the fact that they're kind of mixing it up with the champion pool. Of course, is getting a lot bigger, but it could it could have been bad if Ezreal walked in there and Morgana was still there. That would have been really, really bad. It's interesting to see. I have not actually seen Renekton in a really long time. But I don't know if he's going bottom or not. I don't really know what's going on anymore. He's just kind of hanging out, doing nothing. And that was a great wave clear, or a great Wraith clear by the combo of the Nunu and the Vlad. And great job by the red team being able to start up on that blue buff really, really early. He's going to be able to pick that up without any problems. And Fizz did a ton of damage to that blue buff, giving a great, great leash for that Rammus. And Rammus looks like he's going to go for that counter jungle. He does still have his smite up, and that could be really dangerous. He knows that Nunu is an incredibly strong counter jungler, so yes, he is just going to steal that big Wraith. Great job by Rammus, kind of evening out the playing field a little bit. Nunu will still have a little bit more as far as Wraiths go, because Rammus only has one left. And up top, nope, down bottom, nope, in the middle, yes, Vladimir almost gets that TF, chunks him down quite a bit. Rammus takes out that one little tiny Wraith, but blue team has now seen the Rammus in this little area, but Nunu is warded out by this beautifully placed Tribush ward, and that is exactly what they needed to do. They needed to make sure that they had their jungle covered, because they know that Nunu is a very strong counter jungler. And the forced flash coming out from Ezreal, great job by Morgana being able to pull that off. And now, it looks like Rammus is going to do quite a bit of damage to this Nunu. He's going to stay in this bush. He will get snared. Yes, he will get snared. He's going to take a lot of damage. No, but Morgana runs directly into him. Ezreal is going to be able to kind of force everybody away, and Nunu flashed over the wall just to try to pick it up. He gets a little bit of a slow. It's not going to do a lot of damage. Morgana, it's coming out, going to be able to clean that up. Yes, Vlad is able to pick up the first blood. Great play by the red team, showing some really, really early aggression. A four-man, basically, just like a four-man counter jungle. Really, really well played. But Morgana being a pretty decent support here. She does have the black shield as well as that dark binding, so I'm not sure if she's actually going to level the black shield first. I wouldn't assume so, but it's always possible. They're going against an Ezreal. And TF's throwing out the red cards. I don't know if that was just a misclick on his part, or if he was just going, and the great pool coming out from Vlad. He's going to do quite a bit of damage, but TF instantly being able to take him out with that ignite and the auto attack from the passive on his card. So absolutely wonderful job. So his yeah, that was just phenomenally played. I don't really like that Vlad actually went in there to get that last little bit of CS. He didn't have he just didn't have the spell vamp yet. He just doesn't quite have. He still doesn't even have it. He doesn't have a revolver, which he really needs. Nunu's gonna kind of chase out. Wow. And that is going to force a flash on the TF, and that's going to be excellent. And on his way out, TF does pick up those Wraiths, tells Rammus to guard mid. I don't think that's a good idea, because they're both incredibly low. So Nunu's just going to kind of hang out here, steal as much experience as he can. You know, it's lane tax. Forcing TF to flash is definitely a huge price. I would pay, 3 to 4 creeps to make my mid lose a flash too. Vlad is also down on his flash, but that was from that earlier gank in bottom. He was able to get that first blood, so he's a little bit ahead. But TF has like one more CS than him, and it's going to be evened out by the time he gets back in the lane. Caitlyn doing a really good job at harassing, which isn't too surprising, just because Caitlyn has a wonderful, wonderful range just on her auto attacks. Her passive headshot does quite a big chunk of damage. And I don't, yeah, TF is going for those 2 Doran's rings. It's a pretty interesting build. Not many people do it anymore. But Renekton is going to get caught out here. He does have to use his flash and another slice and dice to get out of there. He is ignited. He's pretty low. He's going to pop those health potions. He's going to be okay. He does have 3 going right now, and he has 1 more just in case. Fizz has 2. He does have those level 2 boots, and it's really going to help him out. But, oh my god, Vlad is doing quite a bit of damage to this TF. TF's flash is down still, and it could be bad. Renekton is going to have slice and dice again away from his Fizz, and Fizz is doing a wonderful job. 33 CS versus 22. He's clearly doing a superior job. And now, the ultimate from Fizz is coming out. It's not going to be enough. TF is going to port in at bottom. He's going to actually waste his ultimate. He didn't need it top. He might have actually gotten an assist for the Vision. No, he didn't. I was going to say it might have been a little bit too late. But yeah, just TF used ult to teleport bottom. Didn't really do too much though. In the meantime, Vlad is going to be able to take that big Wraith, and that's going to be huge, huge, huge deal for him. And bottom lane, they might get spotted out. It doesn't look like it, and no, she will spell shield herself just to try to get a little bit of extra damage. But now Vlad is gonna try to push the tower, but it's really easy for TF to kind of back him off. He's gonna lose out on quite a bit of experience. He's gonna use that blue card just to regen some mana, but he really needs that blue buff overall, so he can really just spam that wild card. Vladimir has basically no real cost at casting his spells, and that Tides of Blood is just clearing out those waves way too quickly, especially with that transfusion. He's also doing quite a bit of damage. So I think Vlad definitely has the advantage at this point, even though he did get kind of beat out 1 versus 1 against that TF. TF is still just a little bit behind. I think those Amplifying Tomes are just proving to be a little bit too much AP than that TF can handle right now, regardless of the fact that he does have those 2 Doran's rings for the bonus health. He also really needs those for the mana regen. I think Rammus is finally going to go help TF get this blue buff in top lane. Renekton is still quite a bit behind. He's behind by about 15 CS. Fizz doing a wonderful job at just harassing him as much as he can. He gets stunned, and Fizz is going to do as much as he can. Goes on the Seastone Trident, and now the ultimate coming out. The Ignite now going on to Fizz. This could be really, really dangerous. Is Caitlyn going to do anything? No. Really close. Fizz almost goes down, but he is going to be able to survive just a little bit. He's going to throw out just a little bit of AoE wave clear with that Playful Trickster. Playful Trickster is an incredibly powerful spell, especially once you level it up. That cooldown is so low, it gets really annoying. It's basically a shorter version of the Vlad pool, but it's probably a little bit better because it's just on way shorter cooldown. I'd rather have the immunity from like one spell than untargetable for a while. Plus, you can jump over walls with it, which is friggin' insane. Yeah, it's smaller walls, but it's still really walls, and it's really, really good. Great job by Morgana not actually using that spell shield until Ezreal tried to throw out some damage, because that stun, the dazzle from Taric, isn't really going to do all that much, so it's not going to be much of a difference. Vlad doing a ridiculous amount of damage right now to TF. TF does have that blue buff. He is going to be able to get his mana back extremely quickly. But Rammus is coming in for the gank. Is he going to pull this? I don't really know. The ultimate coming out from Vlad, and he is going to be able to pick up that kill with the... Oh my gosh. The proc from his ultimate will enable him to pick up that kill, and he's going to get a lot more life still. He does have that Hextech Revolver now. Going to really be able to increase his lane sustainability since all of his spells do use health instead of mana. Great snare coming out from Morgana, just kind of forcing him to heal up a little bit, trying to waste mana as much as possible. Then again, Morgana will have to use quite a bit of mana if she wants to continue to spam that Dark Binding. Although she wasn't really spamming it, but you know. Oh, the Playful Trickster is down. It looks like, yes, the stun is definitely going to come off. Fizz is in a lot of trouble. He took a ton of damage. He does have his Playful Trickster up again, but that's a huge chunk of his health. He's at about a third now. And, the TF is going to ultimate. Does stun down the Morgana. Morgana goes down almost instantly. Great job by TF, being able to show a ton of lane presence at bottom lane. And that 40 caliber net, 90 caliber net, sorry. I didn't mean to underestimate the caliber of the net. But yeah, that 90 caliber net really doing a good job at slowing him down. Oh, in the meantime, Rammus almost goes down to a combination of Vlad and Nunu in the mid lane. And it looks like they're definitely going to be taking this mid tower, which is a huge presence. They're really going to punish TF for leaving that lane as much as possible. Oh my gosh, Vlad is doing so much damage. The flash now coming down from Nunu, and yes, the ultimate is going to be able to pick it up. Great absolute zero, but the ignite going down isn't going to be enough. No, it is not. He gets away with 137 health, and there is no presence from Rammus to be able to do anything because he was low previously. Now Vlad is getting really low. He's going to be able to heal up just a little bit, but oh my gosh, Rammus is coming out. Goes the wrong way actually, but he is still in lane. This could be really dangerous for this Vladimir. Vladimir might get taunted out here if Rammus has flash. No, he's just going to powerball. And yes, Ezreal's coming and gets taunted. Terrible. I don't really like the fact that Vlad stayed there for that long. I think he really just needed to get out of there. He was really low health. Taking the race was a little bit of a ballsy move. I think taking that creep wave minion was definitely uncalled for. He was already ahead. He didn't really need it. He's 30 creep kills ahead, but he just gave away a free blue buff to Rammus. Rammus doesn't need the blue buff, but it definitely makes him more tanky. And it sounds weird that I say that, but if he can spam that defensive ball crow more frequently, it makes it incredibly difficult to kill him. And now he's going in. Is he going to be able to get the... Yes, he gets the taunt onto the Renekton, and now the ultimate coming out from Fizz, doing a ton of damage, and the Playful Trickster coming out, doing as much as he can. The ultimate from... Oh my gosh, Renekton is just doing so much damage, but finally the combination of the Seastone Trident with the Urchin Strike is going to be able to pick up the kill on the Renekton. And Morgana's really far deep in the lane. Oh, Ezreal with a great prediction of that flash with the ultimate. Flashes himself to avoid a little bit of extra damage. And now Ezreal's just doing a ridiculous amount of damage to this Nunu. Is he going to be able to pick it up? I don't know. He gets caught by that trap. TF comes out, is able to get the wild card, picks up the Nunu. He doesn't have the gold card yet. Is it going to come out? Oh, the flash of the cleanse. A beautiful cleanse. And now the flash. Oh, wow, this Caitlyn does not want to die. Beautifully played. Used 2 flashes. Only had to cleanse and use her own flash with that 90 caliber net. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And Caitlyn really didn't want to die, and that was a really good play. Vlad is now all by himself, but he did throw down the ultimate on Taric. I think that might be able to kill him. Yes, it does pick him up, but that gold card is going to be able to stun him down. Caitlyn coming in for that kill. It's not going to be quite enough. She doesn't have enough damage, but Ezreal is here. He is going to go down instantly from Vladimir with that transfusion and the Tides of Blood. Wonderful play. Now TF is super low here. This could be bad, but he's going right towards Rammus. No. That would have definitely killed him if he stayed in that bush, so it's good that he didn't. But Vladimir here is, again, just farming like the Vladimir that he can. In the meantime, red team takes the dragon without any chance of contesting. Is Morgana going to pick up that kill? 58 HP! Oh my gosh, I can't believe one more tick from that pool would have definitely killed him out, but that Tormented Soil was just too under leveled. Wasn't able to provide the magic pen that she needed. Just wasn't quite there. And blue team's tower has finally been destroyed once again, and now the ultimate going down on a Taric, doing a ton of damage, being able to slow him down, and a great snare coming out from Morgana. Morgana gets stunned, gets to the dazzle, but Nunu is going to come out, slow him down once again, and the ultimate now going out from Morgana. She's taking a ton of damage. She is not going to be able to get that stun onto the Ezreal like she wanted to. He was able to arcane shift out of that, and in the meantime, Renekton does go down. He's just a little bit too ballsy, and now the red team is on the defensive, and this could be really dangerous, but Morgana is going to kind of go behind the scenes and recall away as fast as possible, but she's going to get spotted out by this ward. TF could definitely ult and kill her. It is up. This could be scary. Is he going to do it? I don't know. She is pinged out. Yes! She does get vision. Oh no, she doesn't spell shield it in time. She was trying to get away before it got to her. It just wasn't happening, and that's another great pickup by that Rammus. Rammus is now 2-0-3, doing a phenomenal job. Yes, definitely didn't want to get picked up, but Playful Trickster doing a ton of damage with the Ignite. Is he going to go down? And no! The flash coming out from Vladimir with the transfusion is going to heal him enough so he doesn't even go down. But that Tides of Blood doing a lot of damage. Uh-oh, again. Vladimir's getting really, really cocky. If he gets hit by that... Oh my gosh, that wild card would have definitely killed him. Super close. I think Vlad is just messing with us now. Stop toying with my emotions. Ezreal doing a wonderful job pushing this bottom tower as much as possible. Again, Vladimir is just farming as much as he can, but getting really, really low in the process. Caitlyn's going to be able to push back this wave pretty easily, but currently the red team is in the lead. They do have they only have 6 kills as opposed to the 9 of the blue team. But their CS that they've been getting, plus the passive from TF, I'm really surprised that the blue team isn't a little bit higher up there. Because they can lack in the CS department just a little because of that ultimate, or from the passive from TF that gives you bonus gold. So I would expect Rammus to be a little bit more fed than the Nunu in that particular sense, just because those little waves are going to cost a lot more gold for the Rammus and a lot easier to clear out. And a great job by this by the TF being able to pick up that blue buff. He actually recalls right after. That's one of the things I don't like. I don't like it when people take blue buff and then recall. It's just not that good. It kind of uses a lot of time on that blue buff, and it's just not healthy. It's not healthy for the soul. Fizz decides not to Playful Trickster out of that, which I think he probably could have. Uh-oh, Ezreal gets exhausted. It is now ultimate from Morgana. She does get the stun off, but is she getting it? Yes, she does get the Dark Binding as well. And now TF is going down, and the stun card with the cleanse now coming out from Caitlyn. Caitlyn's taking a lot of damage. She does avoid those cards, and oh my gosh, TF walks into the bush, gets snared, and throws it directly at the creep just because Caitlyn was just slightly out of range. And now in the meantime, Vladimir and Nunu are diving this Fizz, and Fizz is going to be able to get away. No, the Ignite is just going to prove to be too powerful for the little fishy guy. Uh-oh. TF is going in really hard, and so is Rammus. It's going to be really dangerous. Morgana's going to be able to flash out of there. Oh, a beautiful Dark Binding, doing a lot of damage. And, oh my gosh, the Caitlyn ult is going to pick it up for the kill. Beautiful play by the Morgana and the Caitlyn. Really, really assisting out there. And Caitlyn's probably having a big laugh about that. In the meantime, Renekton finally takes down the first outer tower of top lane. Just a wonderful job. Wow, and Vlad is just cleaning up. What is going on here? Okay, so Vlad's leveling up his Tides of Blood a lot, it seems. Yeah, he does have quite a huge passive on that Tides of Blood. He's going to do a lot of damage. Oh my gosh, with that pool, he's going to be able to kill that Ezreal. That Tides of Blood just did so much damage. He had it stacked up to 4. Oh my gosh, that was absolutely insane. And that was a lot of damage, and it looks like yeah, TF is definitely going to be able to take this tower without any problems. That's going to be the second tower for the blue team, really trying to bring it home. Uh-oh. Nunu's coming in from the back, and he just used his red card. He's going to get slowed down quite a bit, and uh-oh, the Dark Binding does not quite hit. And the stun card again going out from TF. TF is going to take a lot of damage, and uh-oh, will it be enough? Bogey! Yes, it will be enough. Very unfortunate. Oh, man. Yeah, TF was just a little bit too cocky. He was able to get the tower, and the tower for death really isn't too much to be depressed about. Looks like he might actually be giving this blue buff to the Morgana this time, which isn't the worst thing, of course. Uh-oh. There's a lot of action going down. Is Vlad gonna go down? Yes, he does go down from the ultimate from Rammus. And now, uh-oh, Renekton does get the Ignite. He gets the second part of Slice and Dice and his ultimate passive. Yes, it will pick up the Fizz. Wonderful job on both teams on both sides of the map. Just absolutely wonderful. They're providing a lot of pressure. It looks like Renekton is going to get jumped on up here by the Ezreal and the Taric. He is pushing pretty hard. He gets stunned. Yes, now he's exhausted. The ultimate actually does land, and now he's going to Slice and Dice double away. Yes, TF is going to be here. He's going to get that stun card, get the wild cards, get the following auto attacks, and that will pick up the kill on the Renekton. And that was a great gank. They have absolutely no wards in the top river. They actually have no wards on the map. Oh, now they do. As I say that, Morgana slaps me in the face, but that's okay, Morgana. I would be glad if you slapped me in the face. But yeah, they do finally have a ward at Baron. Baron's going to be pretty important here now. At the 20-minute mark, this is when any real big pickup can do it. And Ezreal tries to get out of it. It's not going to be enough. And yes, the Dark Binding will be able to do it. And giving the kill to Nunu once again. I'm not 100% sure if that's what they want to do. I mean, Nunu does have quite a few support items, and that will definitely help out the team. But Morgana's really going in for that Glacial Shroud. Very interesting choice. She's going to pick up a Frozen Heart here pretty soon. She does have those 2 cloth armors. Kind of prevent a lot of those auto attacks coming down. Since Twisted Fate does quite a bit of auto attacking. So does Fizz. And of course, you know, Ezreal and Taric. Taric won't really be fighting with his hammer too much. Uh-oh, Vlad is spotted out by the sword. He does throw down the ultimate. He gets stunned, though. He gets chased stun. Is he going to be able to get out of there? No, he doesn't even get to pool yet. Very unfortunate. Ezreal throws out the ult just in case. And now this is going to give blue team a free dragon, I believe. And that is not going to be good for the red team. Looks like blue team is really starting to group together and come back, picking off people on all sides of the map as much as possible. And yes, that is going to be dragon for the blue team. Blue team is really, really bringing it home. They're not giving up this fight. Although they weren't really far enough behind that they should have given up, especially after this showing. It looks like the red team is just too fragmented right now. The Sunfire keep coming out from the Renekton. Definitely not the worst choice, but it gives him a little bit extra damage on that when he's just around people, which he will want to be. And the ultimate now coming out, the Absolute Zero doing quite a bit of damage, but that doesn't going to do a lot. And the ultimate now coming out, Fizz able to pick up that blue buff, great job. And now, he is, oh no, the heal coming out from Taric at the last second. Taric's going to be able to pick up the kill on that Renekton. And now, oh man, Fizz is able to pick up the kill. But in the meantime, Morgana gets the TF on the way out. Beautiful job. Very unfortunate. And in the meantime, Caitlyn's at the bottom, taking the tower. Is she going to be able to get it before reinforcements arrive? Not sure. It looks like she's just kind of going to go for the farm and then back away. Definitely the safest choice. Vladimir is still super, super strong. Rammus only has 50. Oh my god, yes. 30 magic resistance. And now 50. Honestly, it looks like it was changing. 30 to 50. Taric getting a lot of damage done to him. And now, Vlad is exhausted. He's not going to do that much. A great pool to get away, but he might go down. Yes, a Playful Trickster is going to be too much. The ultimate from Morgana is going to be able to stun him out. And now, TF is going to come in and a great spell shield. And, oh no, is she going to be able to get away? Fizz is just too fast, and so is the Rammus. Rammus gets juked out of the bush, but runs right into the Ezreal, gets taunted by the Rammus, and Ezreal picks up that kill on Morgana. Great play by Morgana. She was really, really in there. Super scary. I think Vlad's being a little bit too overconfident. He does have 7 kills, but now he has 5 deaths. It's getting to... Oh my gosh, a headshot just did so much damage, and yes, oh my god. Absolute destruction coming out. The Deathfire Grass does actually land from TF, but it's not going to do too much. Caitlyn flashes for that kill, and now she might be picking up this triple kill. And, yes, she will be able to pick up that triple kill. She does get taunted by the Rammus, and she does go down. The Absolute Zero's coming out, gonna do a lot of damage, and yes, his Sunfire Cape is just doing too much. Now Fizz coming out, does get that ult, and he's gonna have to ultimate. Gets taunted, being dragged away from his teammate. Does end up going down to the Fizz. Is Fizz going to be able to get away? No, the ultimate is now coming out. Is this Playful Trickster going to be up in time? Oh, it was just there. Oh, so close. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that was sorry. I gotta see chat for that. You can juke it. JK, he sucks at timing. Oh man. That was so close. His cooldown was so close to being up. Wow, Ezreal doing a ton of damage. now going hard really on. Morgana is there, going to provide a little bit of a spell shield, and he gets the stun on the TF, and he's going to easily be able to pick up both of those kills. Vlad again is turning into a monster. This is not going to be good. He has the death cap now, and he looks like he's going to go for that Zonius. He's going to be pooling, and then Zoniusing, and then pooling, and oh man, it's just going to be immune for a majority of the fights. The red team is currently up by 4K right now. Let's go ahead and compare CS. Oh, actually, sorry. Before I even do that, red team is going really hard onto this Baron. They really want it. Nunu's excellent Baron taker, especially with a Sunfire Cape, which is kind of unexpected, but 2 Sunfire Capes is going to provide a lot of tankiness. They're going to be able to take this without really doing anything. And a great snare coming out from Morgana. And, the Baron does go down to the blue team. Fizz is going to try to get out, but does get hit off by that. Oh, man. And that's just an absolute massacre. 2 kills for nothing. Rammus almost dies. Red team is pretty much full right now. Vladimir's 2K gold. This is not going to be good. If he can catch up with this Ezreal, I don't think he'll be able to. No, he's just going to push, which is exactly what he needs to do. Vladimir has 12,000 gold, which is like 4,000 ahead of everybody else. And now, and the TF is going to go down almost instantly. Great job by Morgana being able to get that stun off on the TF. And looks like Ezreal is going to be able to pick up. No, is Ezreal going to go down? Ezreal goes down to the Baron buff Nunu with that Sunfire Cape, just doing too much damage. And as well as the attack speed. Oh no, there was no attack speed debuff. And that was just, that's embarrassing. Yeah. Oh, there was. Ice Blast attack speed debuff by 25%. Sorry. Crazy. Vlad is still, oh my gosh. Vlad really needs to go back and buy his 3,000 gold in his pocket right now. He could definitely go back and get that Zonius, that's for sure. He gets stunned. The spell shield's off a little bit too late. And the first inhibitor goes down to the red team. Red team is up by almost a 10,000 gold. Just a little bit more. Rammus goes in, so does the Fizz. They're doing a huge initiation. Red team goes down super fast. I can't believe Nunu is still alive. And now Vlad, he's gonna go down pretty easily. He's doing a ton of damage still. And oh my gosh, and a great job by Morgana being able to hit that black shield. And now the Dazzle coming out. Is he gonna die from that? No, his Shatter is gonna prove to be too much armor. And now Vlad's taking a ton of damage. He is gonna tank that Rammus for just a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. And healing off those minions, wow, it's just way too strong right now. Red team is so low. Their entire team is so low. If blue team can respawn and do anything, it's just not going to look good for them. And oh man, but Vlad is still just so strong, He can lifesteal off everything right now, just doing so much damage. TFO coming out, trying to get onto that Renekton, but he ends up going down. But Fizz is now going in really hard. Oh, the ultimate from Ezreal. Great snipe by Ezreal, picking up that Renekton. Absolutely embarrassing. Ezreal is now coming in pretty hard. Fizz going in, is able to pick up that Morgana. I don't know if he's... Oh, the ultimate now going off onto the Caitlyn. Is he going to get that last Playful Trickster? Yes, Playful Trickster coming out. But Kate has... Oh my gosh, she goes down from... Oh man, that's embarrassing. Yeah, she goes down from that last Urchin Strike. He didn't actually get to her yet, but it looks like the game registered the points anyway. Now Nunu's just going to Blood Boil himself and stand at the Nexus. Just pretend like he's taking it. He's going to let the super minions take care of it, because there's nothing that they'll be able to do to be able to prevent that. Rammus is going to throw his ult down. It's just not going to be enough. Tries to taunt the super minion. That is going to be game. Oh my gosh, that was so action-packed. Absolutely insane. A lot of really crazy plays coming up from both teams. Just very well executed. Very slightly disappointed that Fizz wasn't able to carry that game. I know it's probably not the most realistic of expectations. He did do very well on his team. He did die a lot, but he did pick up a lot of those kills, and he did CS pretty nicely. TF seems like he had some issues, though. He had an interesting build. I mean, he did have that Deathfire Grasp, but he was doing it to people that were already pretty low, and I don't know if he knows that it only does off current health and not max health. I'm assuming he does, since it's this high ELO, but you never know. Sometimes people just don't read what they're doing at times, or don't read the items all the way through. But yeah, anyway, fantastic game. Congratulations to the red team. GG to the blue team. Again, if you guys like my videos, make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button on the middle of your screen. And if you want to see any previous videos, you can click that, or any next videos that I have, you can also click on that. And yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow.